And now, News 4 at 5:30.
The Buffalo Niagara Partnership is going through a leadership change. The current CEO is retiring next summer, and taking her spot is Grant Loomis, who joins us now.
Grant, you are now the president and chief operating officer leading up to taking over as the CEO next summer. First of all, congrats.
Thank you.
Second of all, for people who don't know what the BNP is, will you just explain about, I know you are the Regional Chamber of Commerce.
That's exactly who we are. So the Buffalo Niagara Partnership is the Regional Chamber of Commerce. Our history goes all the way back to the 1840s, was the original Buffalo Board of Trade. And we've evolved, obviously, since then. We represent companies of all sizes, everything from a one-man shop all the way to some of the largest companies in the region. And the common denominator amongst all of our members is that they're employers. So we believe that through our work helping employers grow and be as strong as they are, we build a stronger community as a result.
Grant, you've been tapped in for quite some time. So what is the state of our union? What is the state of our economy here in Western New York?
I think overall things are on a good pace. There's no question that we lost some economic momentum because of COVID-19. If you look at where we were in 2019 or even in just the months leading up to March of 2020, we certainly took a step back, as did a lot of other places, but we've been slower to recover than other places, which is something that we all have to work on. I think clearly we're seeing an example of that in downtown Buffalo, where there are thousands of fewer people every day going to work downtown. And there are projects in downtown and the surrounding areas that have either been stalled or delayed or put on ice. And I really think it's time now that the public and private sectors come together in a really meaningful way and talk about how we're going to really lean in on reactivating downtown Buffalo and what else we can do to put sort of gas in the engine of our economy.
You guys have touted expansion and growth within BNP. Explain that and where you want to see it go at the helm.
Sure. So right now, I think my job is to really make sure there's a seamless transition with Dottie Gallagher, our current CEO, who's led the organization terrifically for 13 years. I don't see my job as doing anything new or different, but really making sure that we remain as vital and as necessary an organization as possible. And I really want to see our organization grow so that we can continue to be a real leader in helping our region and our economy grow.
You talked before about the importance of downtown Buffalo. A location like downtown Buffalo and so many communities across the region really need a partnership with an organization like BNP to help with everything from grant writing to development to redevelopment to finding like the niche areas, if you will. What can be done to downtown? Because you mentioned it before, Grant, there are thousands of fewer people every day downtown. What kind of creative approaches can be taken to infuse new life there? Because we need it.
Yeah, it's going to take all parties involved. I mean, employers are starting to bring back people to work. We're starting October 1st to be in the office 5 days a week. We've been hybrid since we came out of COVID, so we're trying to lead by example. There's placemaking that needs to happen in and around downtown Buffalo. We have to create the right economic conditions that allow development to move forward. Government has a role to play. Interest rates are very high. Lending is difficult for a lot of institutions. New York is known as a very difficult place to own, operate, grow a business. So everyone has a role in making sure that our economy is as healthy as possible and that we can move forward as robustly as we can.
I'll end with, if businesses want to get involved or want to learn more about you, explain.
Sure. They can check us out at thepartnership.org, O-R-G. There's a place for everybody at the partnership. Again, we represent mom and pop businesses all the way up to the biggest companies in town, and we're committed to business advocacy, convening, and talent development, really helping employers attract, develop, and retain the talent that they need to be successful.
Tremendous amount of resources by the BNP here, so certainly a good organization to be in touch with if you have anything related to business. Grant, congratulations once again on your appointment, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Grant.